Speak your mind and you'll be free. Come and recollect me. Come, let's go and get a tree.
Hello, hello, hello. Good day again. Melanie, how was your day?
My day was restful.
Yeah, how was your week now? Let me see if you did
My week was phenomenal.
it. It was?
Uh-huh. And all that other kind of stuff.
Oh Lord.
So in
Trying to
spite
do
of
it.
all the workout I've been keeping up with, it made me realize I still have a
So
lot more
all
to
them
go.
old muscle, you wake them out and they get tight on you.
Well,
You need to find a man, get a husband and get married.
can we just change the topic there?
Why you don't change yourself and talk about man?
Stay on point.
What is wrong with having a conversation with a man? But a man. Y'all Bahamian woman got to stop, After y'all get certain
No,
age, y'all
y'all
got to stop.
Bahamian man need to stop.
Yeah, but
I'm
we
serious.
ain't stopping. That's a good thing you say that. The question would ask me, I can answer that in a minute, about why the Bahamian woman, when they get, listen to the words I say, folks out there, when they get married, why they don't like to, I can say it like they,
When they get married. So
yeah,
when they single, they
I guess so. But why you Bahamian woman, when y'all get married for a couple of years down the road, y'all don't like to open up your leg? That's what the question. That's what the gentleman. That was the question on my phone. That's the question they asked me, and I'm going to answer it. I'm not afraid to answer it.
You're a woman, you could answer it.
I'm a woman now. What? What? You say I'm a woman? Hey, hold on.
That's the only way only a woman could answer that.
No, I can answer. They want me answering both ends of the floor.
Oh, women want you to answer it too?
We have woman and man ask the question.
No.
The woman,
That woman could ask you
when
that.
the man asked me that question, the woman, and I want you to answer why the man will always use his things. So I have to answer both ends of the floor.
Okay then.
So woman want to know why the men can't keep it. That's the only way they gotta show love. That's what she say. And the man says, I got on the phone. The man say, why your woman don't like to open up your leg after y'all are married for a couple of years. Before you're married, you'll open your leg all the time. Folks, I'm not being rude, but I say, wait, open up your leg.
That's why, right? Because they say if you want to know me, come live with me.
All
So
right.
they open the leg to the stranger, but when they get to know you, they realize you're a monster.
I
And
can
they
answer
don't
that.
want open their leg for no monster.
I can answer that. You want me to answer that for you, so you want me to
Be on it. Say whatever. No, do what you have to do.
and then answer?
Don't get sidetracked,
Don't
because
get
I know
sidetracked.
that's your favorite topic.
Yeah, because I was gonna answer that for that. But let me be clear. Let me be clear. Let you know that glad to be here again in your presence. It's under the tree, Mel Tony, and thank God for the beautiful day. The Bahamas. The last 3 days been beautiful in the Bahamas.
And nice and cool. I love
I
it.
tell you, that's what the Lord has made. Let us rejoice. But folks, we got so much things to run through this year. Christmas coming fast, eh?
Yep. The year coming to an end fast too.
And I got one little tip. But man, Jesus Lord, they had a leadership race, and Michael Pinter had been there for them. They all kinds of things to talk about.
Okay.
But we don't talk politics, but
Update. That's just an update.
you
You
know?
ain't discussing it. You're just bringing an update.
And I'm a political outsider, so I know much about politics. But when you hear me say a Michael Pinter had been,
As
and
leader of the opposition.
as leader of, and I make note, the first thing he's gonna do is get rid of one of these women in the Senate and put Dr. Sands. So here we go with a new show. So
Anyhow.
it's getting interesting. So like
Proceed with our plan for today.
yeah, let's stick on track. So what I'm gonna do, I promised that what I promised, I can't remember what I promised.
Well, we have reintroduced talking about
we're talking about fruits and
medicinal
plants.
and it's Thanksgiving.
So what
our
I can do,
focus.
okay, fair enough. So I'm glad you reminded me. So what I can do, I just gonna let you know where I'm at and show you how, when we talk about plants and trees, we know what we're talking about. And I let you check. Under the tree is actually under a breadfruit tree. So this is where we are. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give you a little tour of where we at and what is in the ground and what type of tree and plant or whatever you want to know, how they grow and what they all about, and I can give you a good tour. So here we go with this tour. First things first.
Here Tony goes.
Yeah, this is a breadfruit tree. I'm going to show you. On top here is a breadfruit tree. You can see it's, yeah, it's a breadfruit. So I'm going to take you on the tour, and down below my foot where I sit all the time to do the show, down below here, look right in the ground. Okay, right in the ground, right to the ground. Right here, I want you to look. This is a plant, and this is potato. Sweet potato. That's a sweet potato growing in the yard. So when I tell you we're under the tree and we from the natural, this is what we do. And then if you look above right here, this here, as you know the tree, I know folks out there, you know exactly what this is. This is papaya. And hold on, I'm going to give you a little tour. And if you look over, I'm going to take you right here. If you can see this, this is papaya. Passion fruit, sorry. This is papaya. It's a passion fruit. I'm just papaya. You know, boy, I in love with papaya. Papaya is my favorite fruit, folks. And you can see the whole. And then on top of it, right here, you have sarsi. Okay, this is sarsi. And the next name for sarsi, see, they got this is sarsi. And then we can do a little tour. I'm going to take you with me. So we do a little tour. And this here, I want you to look at the leaf so you know what it's all about. It's a sugar apple tree. It is a sugar apple tree. And down below the sugar apple tree, we have banana tree. And this is a banana tree. Next to the banana tree, we got a pear tree. But now, why I'm telling you all of this is because all of these could drink, all the leaves could drink as tea. So I'm just letting you know that this is what under the trees develop from. Really under the tree where everything's compact and everything is, you can drink and eat. And here's a grape tree, sea grape. So you know the leaf. So we can boil all of them and drink them as tea. Now, the little secret. Here we go. Yeah, step down for this one. This is a hibiscus. Hibiscus is one of the greatest, smoothest tea you can drink. And what it does, it's smooth. It puts you to sleep. It's pretty good. And so you gotta have this passion for just sticking things in the ground. Where you at? You don't need to have a big farm. Just stick it in the ground. And I'll take you another tour further back. And here we go. This here, fever grass. You know we talk about the fever grass and what the fever grass is good for. So I'm going to keep you abreast on all these things every week. So we're going back in our natural health. But this is fever grass. Fever grass is good one Bahamian tea. We call it, the Bahamians drink this regularly. Like every Bahamian probably drink this. And so I get back to the show, but last but least, I just want to show you what I can't take you all around, but I just want to do a little piece. I just want you to step down with me, just a little lower. Let's go down a little lower. Here we go. Just down low. Let me open it up. That's a pumpkin. That's a big old pumpkin growing right here. And you know what pumpkin is good for? Pumpkin soup. And I don't want to touch it too much, but just letting you know this is a pumpkin. And we go everything. And you know here, this is good for, I don't know if you can see this. Okay, here we go. This is good for cholesterol, and what it'll do, it will smooth and cholesterol, help you with cholesterol. It turns red in the water when you boil it. Some people call it cactus, some people call it, got all kind of name for it. Okay, and then we have here a guava tree, which is guava leaf, and I just want you to learn the leaf and see when you see it again. And all these could go for teas. Anyway, that's my little tour, and then what I will do, I will get back to you next week and tell you about, we're going to deal with next week we'll deal with diabetes. Tell you what is good for diabetes, the 2 plant leaf you put together for diabetes. And then we're back here to Melanie. This is taking on a little tour, Melanie. Just a little tour. So
I hope they enjoyed it.
oh yeah, they enjoy it. This is all right in the yard. This is where we have under the breadfruit tree. This is where we have under the tree, and everything you want to eat, is in the yard. So Melanie, moving right along.
Yep,
get
and
back
in
into
the
that
spirit of Thanksgiving, when we spoke last week,
Now, I think I
this
answered
is
the
what
question
I
first, or you-
basically talk about.
We can talk about the spirit of Thanksgiving first.
Thanksgiving,
Are you going to
yeah.
answer the?
No, just wrapping
Go
up
ahead.
the plant
Go-
and
go ahead,
know that
wrap it.
these were the things, the fruits from these is what we take into the church at Thanksgiving to give thanks. Yeah.
And our
for-
show is based on giving thanks today. And this
But-
is with what?
Yep, so now you're going to answer your
You want me to answer the-
viewers' questions.
You sure you want me to answer the view question?
Well, or you
You sure now?
You
Alright.
have to accommodate your
Alright.
inquirers.
I see them big papaya over there. I didn't take them over there, but next time I take them deep in the bush and
yeah.
deep in the back further. Take them over the valley and the farm, and so the pineapple growing in the whole gamut. Anyway, let me answer the question. You ready for this?
Can we give a shout out to one of our followers?
Give a shout out to everybody, man.
Paige is celebrating her birthday today. I just want to say happy birthday to my dear friend Paige.
Oh, Paige.
Delette Mitchell.
How old is she now?
I don't think she wants her
She don't want her
age
age on it?
disclosed.
Paige, well, happy birthday from under
She's
the
on the
tree.
sweet 16. You know, you
Happy
continuously
Paige,
stay at
you so
16.
special. We're gonna sing for you. Happy birthday
Day to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Paige. Happy birthday to you. And then I remember Amancha, also
A birthday
Amancha
today?
Wilson, Williams yesterday.
But we can't left over here sing
Amancha
Amancha
too, yeah.
'Cause anytime you hit us up, your birthday we gonna sing, and we gonna sing. So we gonna sing to Amancha.
Happy birthday to Amancha. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Amancha. Happy birthday to you. I wish you a wonderful day. Enjoy. I hope all the wishes in the world, all the gift in the world come to you. Anyway, moving along. I'm gonna answer this question. Why a woman don't like a man? No, I gotta say it right. A married woman, because I would get in trouble. Don't like women. There's a couple of reasons why a married woman don't open up their leg. It could be on both sides of the floor. It don't have to naturally be just basically why the woman don't want to open the leg. It could be reasons why the woman don't want to open up the leg.
Of course, there's always a
And
reason.
then Bahamian women, when they fall in love and they tell you that they love you, most times they're genuine.
Okay.
When Bahamian man tell you they love you, most time he only wants some. So, what has happened that at the first beginning, he will say things that make you love him. And what happened, after time go by, you marry him, after time go by, you realize this dude is just a dude. He just wants some. And so you, as a woman, you ain't gonna put up with his foolishness. So this is why I think why a woman don't open up her leg. And then for the man side of it is that most women live a lie. They really don't love you. After a while, they find out. Probably could be couple. Guy, I answering you now. You asked me the question. I answering you now. Here where the problem start. Because trouble start now. Because could be your penis ain't big enough, It could be that you can't really make love to please her. It could be that she is not compatible with you. So she fall out of love with you. Because if a woman love you, this is what I believe, for under the tree, she love you, sex would be another problem. She will always open her leg because it's basically yours. Now, 9 times out of 10, and the reason that people have sex a lot, but you won't laugh, you won't laugh. People have sex a lot in their relationship early, and their marriage is early because it's new. Honest and true, you put the truth to it. Most, like I say, people lies. They don't really be in love.
Or maybe it's infatuation and
Yeah.
it wears off.
It wears off.
Once it
And so-
wears off.
And so, but most women will take you down the road. If you ain't paying the bills, she ain't opening her leg. If you, it's always if this and if that. So you gotta understand, brother. Let me explain this to you. Women don't open a leg for many reasons, and it could be financed why they open the leg. See, it's all type of reasons. So what you gotta do when you choose a woman or wife, make sure you compatible, you equally low, she loves you, and you could put her through many tests. There's a couple of tests you could put them through.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Let's hear those tests. I
I know you
curious.
was gonna ask me that, you know.
Yeah.
You will know the tests you put them through.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the simple
And I
tests.
think it will make men more wiser. And because women, for me, I think just like you said, they are genuine in their, and they don't
Yeah.
have no hidden agenda.
No.
But things turn
Yeah.
south, north, in the opposite direction from where it was going.
But it's so many reasons why
women
women
are
open their leg.
emotional.
Yeah,
And so if you're not
Women
tapped
are
into
crazy.
their emotion and satisfying and keeping them in a stable state, then you likely to not even get food,
but
much less sex.
But you could do that, and the woman jump up tomorrow morning and tell you love you. When she moving the emotion moving, she tell you, I think we need a divorce now because I had enough of this. I feel like being married no more. Woman, do that type
It
of
don't
stuff.
be a spur of the moment, though. It's be an accumulation of things.
Yeah, but if you meet me and you know I ugly, but I got money, so you only really want me to take care of you and your children.
Mm-hmm. So when the money ran out, she ready to
Yeah,
go.
you ready to get rid of me because
you're
I ain't
too
an ugly.
ugly.
Now she can tell me I ugly after all my money gone. So, but this,
Mike,
yeah,
don't love you no more.
yeah,
'cause your
money gone
later
later for you. So men, you want to know? You asked me the question and said why the woman don't want to open the leg. There's so many different reasons why women don't open up their leg. But it depends on your relationship you have. I know a lot of guys who say this, and this is true. You know, you hear this before. That they say this boy, that woman wouldn't even know. I have to beg for it. And then the woman will come back and say, I give it all the time, and he's still going to the scheming. The truth is, you give it to him when you want to give it to him. Not all the time. That's when you ready. See, it has to be a fairness straight across the board. So, Bahamian woman, let me give you a good advice. All these men are complaining because they saying y'all will not open up your leg, or y'all will not have sex with them.
You want me to say something?
Okay.
I
And
think,
so they went out to get it. Go ahead, and then you're gonna say something.
I think women men don't have problems getting sex from their partners. It's when there is no affection demonstrated towards that woman that money may draw a woman to a man, but it's the affection that keeps her.
So what you saying to me?
Even in poverty, if you don't have
Let's
nothing,
debate
if
this.
you are affectionate, a woman will always be.
So what you saying to me? That if a guy is being affectionate, but he still is not getting it, then what?
No, then that means that there are some other deficits.
Right.
But usually,
But most women,
Bahamian men are not affectionate beyond the dating point.
I agree with you already. But most women, are they reach certain age in marriage, like seems like sex is disappear.
Well, again, now you didn't even tap into that, but there is the physiological changes that a woman's body goes through.
Yeah.
And for some women, when they get to that stage, they take off like a speedboat,
Yeah.
and others, they just dry up like a prune.
Right. But
So it depends. It's not all women that have the same
yeah,
reaction.
but if you take me out of my mother house, out of my house, and you bring me into you, why I'm begging you for sex? If I am also being affected, I'm taking care of you, I'm doing what you're supposed to do, but why it's so difficult for me? Why do you think most men go scheming? Nobody go scheming?
Because the communication is not there. He's not on the same page as his partner to know what's going on with her.
Yeah, but the point I'm making is that when you met me,
Yeah,
you
but
give me, you give me,
time
you,
bring changes.
You give it to me twice a day,
Okay,
every
time
day.
bring changes.
So you're gonna change, but you ain't gonna tell me.
Sometimes a woman change and she herself aren't cognizant of the changes
But I'm
that's
begging.
taking place.
But I'm begging you now.
Yeah.
So
And
you,
they can't explain
so
it.
you hear my cry. You should hear my cry somewhere along the line. See, most men leave home and go to a younger woman. The reason they go to a younger woman is because the very thing they say, oh, I ain't dealing with that old woman. She don't. That's what they say. I don't see. This is a real topic that this guy. I'm surprised he's bold enough to ask me about it. But it's a real topic that needs to be fixed in marriages, because young people and people in marriages,
They're in their
they gotta
prime.
listen. Yeah.
The young people are still in their prime.
Right.
So they eventually will come to that stage in their life as well. The thing about it is, again, maintaining momentum in the relationship. Men, Bahamian men in particular,
Why are you laughing? Like
have
this is-
become so accustomed to the woman waiting on them that you all have become lazy. You all don't want work. So the woman's been working all along. Isn't it okay for you to meet her and pamper her sometime and maybe pull her back to the center where she was? Because sometimes it might just simply be that the woman is tired of giving and getting nothing in
But
return.
when I first met you, you didn't want me. You didn't want me to give you nothing. You didn't want. The only thing you want from me is the money, right? But you didn't want me pamper you because you felt that, oh, get off me, get off my back. You don't want me pamper you, right? And the point is, nah, you don't want me to do nothing to pamper you now, right? Because like, leave me alone now. You can just shut your leg. And this real talk, folks, you out there. I see some of you out there. We can see you all right now. I see some of you out there. asking
Maria
questions.
and Beryl, just
Maria
saying
and Barry.
hi.
Hi. And
And
so,
thank you. They're saying about our colors looking nice.
oh, Beryl, thank you. I very much appreciate you all. And Valencia,
Maria.
Maria. But I'll say this, OG. I'll say this to you. And I'm going to end this conversation and get back on our topic. The people is trying to reach me on my shoulder, give me a hard time, right? But you can't wait. Okay. But, so, what I'm saying to you, and I'm going to end this, it has to be, is so many guys will tell you, if you listen to the words they say, I for that woman, oh, she want this, she want that, she want this. But the point is, it has to be some thought process or some working on this relationships, because so many relationships are
And
breaking
men
up.
have to be willing to work.
Men
That's
are,
the point I'm making.
men listen.
They're looking
a
for
man,
answers, but they don't want that. They want an answer that suits them, not the reality of their given situation.
But let's be honest. If you run a survey to the woman on this show, call this show, who hit the show up, they will tell you that their husband nagged them so much for sex that they get so tired. But why we have to beg? Why man have to beg? See, that's the key. It shouldn't be. It should be yours.
Okay.
Right.
So the question is, why are men having to beg? Why is it that men are not wooing instead of begging? How about that?
How about men are wooing because a man take care of you every day, and man and woman. Why is it?
So what
it's
does taking care of me have to do with
because
with-
that's
with-
how I woo you. Because woman
But that's a very good point that you made, because that is how men think. Men think that because
That's
I
what
pay the
women want.
bills.
That's what women
Yeah,
want.
but then what about the woman who is also working and helping to make ends meet, helping to care for the family, help with the mortgage, help with the utilities, help with the vehicle and everything else, cooking the meals and all of that?
I'm just trying to help these marriages.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
a good thing.
right.
But
But
you said there
but
are
it's
many
communicate.
factors, so
Yeah,
I'm raising
yeah.
some of the factors.
But the problem we have, some men do communicate. Some men do say, "Honey, now you gotta, you gotta meet me halfway." Some men do that, but they still can't. For some reason, and I can go bold here now. I can go bold on the show. When I was gonna say it earlier, but I didn't know how people can take it. But the problem is when they say compatible, you might be somebody who loves sex. I don't, right? And what happened when you meet me? You're just doing it because you now trying to get me.
Because I like you,
Yeah,
but not necessarily the sex.
right.
And that's the
And
thing
that
about
is
it.
that's the problem.
Because
Fool
men are attracted to women
physically
because they
yeah.
feel sexually attracted to the
Right.
woman. The woman on the other hand, most women are intellectually attracted to men.
Granted. Fair enough.
And so therefore, if you tap into her intellect, you will arouse other things in her. But if you are allowing her to die intellectually,
But most women don't understand the word intellectually. See, you going into the area where there's only
well,
30% of the women understand.
emotional too.
Yeah. Now, if you say
Emotional.
emotional, different, because most people don't even talk, but intellectually they talk about just getting it on. Intellectually.
And I guess that's why, the compatibility, we just need to slow down in jumping into relationships.
Good point. Now, every good point. But I still think that women and both the men, because it go both ways, because most men are suffering. This is what they tell me. How many times they tell me you go to the bars and they suffer? They say, "Why you think I home? Why you think I out here? The woman have fun with me. I to be. The woman's gonna have fun with me." See, man think fun.
It's sex.
Yeah, that's the end game. See, it starts with probably playing cards, drinking a little wine, or eating, cooking food, whatever it is. But the sex is the end, the big celebration. And if you cut it off halfway, see.
But
Yeah,
I'm
man,
thinking,
you never going to bed with.
No, no,
hold
no,
on,
no, no,
hold
no,
on,
no.
hold on. Let me say, you never going to bed.
But guess
You
what?
never going to bed with your pants rise. Yeah, you never. See,
But I never wake up with it either. But
Folks,
guess what?
under the tree we tell like
But
this.
guess what? It's something just a light
Yeah, go
bulb
ahead.
just went off in my head.
Go ahead.
In that you're saying that the man have to beg for sex. You know why? It just dawned on me that you men are so self-centered in that you go, 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 go. You have your day, and as soon as you done turn off whatever it is you're working with, you could switch right on to something else. Women are not like that.
Yeah,
No, we're not like that.
how they like.
We have to build momentum. Our momentum, you hear we say everything about us is tied to our emotions, right? And so therefore, we have to now be embraced, we have to be communicated to, we have to get little trinkets of expression of love that keeps us warm. We have to stay warm. If we are allowed to get cold, it takes too long before we are able to respond. But you could be busy because you warm doing other things, and you transfer your warmness from work straight into your sexuality. But women, you have to keep that sexual vibe going all the time.
Well, it's.
And a lot of men fall down in that area. That's why they have to
Well,
beg
I
for
want to
sex.
go into a little deeper, but this is not our topic, so we better get into our topic before we get on to to taking this to the next level, because I like to take this a little deeper. So, because you talk with emotions and all of this, right? I just think it's just simple decency to just love your man and know what your man wants.
Yeah, but the man have to love the woman and know what the woman
Yeah.
want to. It's a two. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying there. You and I
but
saying the
it's a
same thing.
Yeah, it's a give and take, right? It's a give and take. But there's too many women have no in their mouth. It seems like
Because too many men are not giving them the emotional feed
Hold
and
on.
vibes that they need.
Let me ask a couple of questions here. Is your responsibility to keep me happy and keep me not going on the outside looking for something, right? It's your responsibility.
Likewise.
No, answer my question. Don't tell me
Yes,
likewise.
I said it's a
Okay.
mutual responsibility.
No, I ain't talking about your side. I just talking about one side.
No, but you always talk one side.
Ah!
You gotta stay. You gotta keep this thing in the middle ground, equal. You know, a lot of people like to talk about what men want and what women want, but do you realize that we want the same thing?
You might
Men
want.
and women want this. We just go about it two different ways.
Most women don't want sex.
Women want sex as
They
much
don't
as
want
men
sex.
do.
They want. Let me tell you what they want.
They want love. And when they get love, they give sex. Men want sex, and when they get sex, they give love.
Boy, you know I can leave. That's a look. Cause I go, Tony. You know, but woman, sometimes I just don't even know what they want. Like man don't know what they want, you know.
Men don't know what they
No,
want.
man wants you for now and some for later. An hour later, you remember them telling you an hour later? So, but what is so interesting is that he asked that question. And when he asked that question, the lady was answering the question at the same time. And there was another guy who chime in and say, well, you know something? Let me tell y'all something. She ain't got to give me nothing. I go get it. Now hear this. That's the sentiment was going. That's why all divorces. Because
But you see,
nobody,
that means love is gone from the relationship.
What love?
Anytime a woman don't give her body to that man, she don't love him.
No, but they think they love you. No, because what he said to me says that she say, I cook clean, I love you.
But
I
guess
take
what?
care of you.
Guess what? The
But he said
emotional side of things.
he said he could take care of himself. He could cook, he clean it. He needs sex. He said, just man, I need sex. I don't need.
And a woman needs love.
Yeah. But the point.
A woman needs love.
The point is this. Granted, the woman needs love, but the woman has to understand that today, not tomorrow. You want to save your marriage. You wanna work with this guy. You gotta somehow meet him, somehow compromise.
I agree with you 100%, Tony, but
Let's get
don't
back on topic.
forget to stimulate her interest and keep her interest in your pocket.
Folks out there, Melanie say the woman interest.
She is very much
Stimulate her
interested.
interest.
And
What
she
we
will-
don't
and
do
you
as
will have
men,
it.
we don't stimulate woman interests. That's why. I believe some of the women just lazy.
And the men are.
I think some of the women just lazy and they don't think they're obligated. I think they think that, you know what, it's a game and I don't have to
I
do
wonder if
this.
Maria and Beryl could help me out on this because
You need
Tony
a
ain't
rock.
getting it.
You need a
Tony
rock.
ain't getting it.
You
Anybody
need-
else out there?
you need
Sophie,
one of them to throw a rock at you.
Fox Hill, Sharon, who out there? Come, tell Tony something, please.
Tell me something.
Yeah, because he ain't listening to me.
No,
at
because-
all. Tell him how
Because
one-sided.
history has shown that men always have this conversation.
But men are going to the wrong place for the conversation. Have conversations with women if you want to know why women. Just like us women, you know what we do? We want to find out how a man
So
thinks. You
might
can't
be-
go to a
but
woman
you-
to ask
but
what
you
a
might
woman.
be old school, so it has.
But y'all want old school. That's
Yeah,
the thing
but you
about
might be old
this.
school. But see, most of these girls are not old school. They new school.
And the new school girls opening their leg, right?
Sex for random. And
They
some-
playing the Russian roulette like
ransom.
the guys.
Ransom is money. The highest bidder, you would have it ransom. You know, take me and hold me and then say $25 for reward. This random. Anyway,
Anyhow.
our show. Let's go back to our show.
Giving thanks in times of uncertainty.
Yeah, giving thanks in times of uncertainty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still
yeah. Anyway, we back to giving thanks. Let's talk about giving thanks.
For the next half hour.
Yeah, that was very interesting. That that's the kind of conversation and dialogue we have under the tree, so we can help people. It's all about helping people. That's what under the tree is based on.
You think he
But-
get the answer though?
I believe you give him answer. You said what? All he needs to be is more what?
Try a little tenderness.
Tenderness. All right. I don't think so. I think that is why he went outside to get his tenderness, because some
Not
of the
like
home
the
is so rough.
chase. But
Yeah.
you see,
So why you can't chase
there's
me?
a balance. There's a balance.
So why you can't chase? If I like to chase, why you can't chase me? There's nothing wrong with chasing me.
The thing about it is, when you all are
wouldn't let this
chasing
topic go
women,
ahead.
you all just put one charm out there, and when you all get her, the charm go elsewhere. It's like you're. That's why I'll say to the woman, keep him chasing, because when you stop and you give him the red carpet, that's all he expect. He ain't giving you nothing in return. He just receiving.
Man, it's
Keep
get
him
dragged.
chasing.
Man, it's get dragged through the woods. Anyway, I can say, you think I can wait 6 weeks for you to chase? 6 weeks driving the wood?
Guess what? If 6 weeks and you, if I ain't worth beyond 6 weeks, bye bye, butter.
Folks.
Bye bye.
Folks, I
Women gotta up their game.
after the first week and the second week, if you on my run, I go on.
Women have to up their game. Women have to keep men interested.
But
Other
y'all-
than that, they're gonna keep going. So he shouldn't have to beg, rightly so. But guess what? Another thing just came across my
Oh,
mind, and I
Lord,
guess
you
and
and
that
this
is
topic. Why?
the women really do. Like you said, you said several times in several shows, women set the pace.
They
and
do.
so I guess women just have to get a little creative,
Yeah. But see,
because you all are lazy.
since you bring,
And if you are a good man,
Mm-hmm.
then I guess a little creativity to keep you in the nest won't hurt the woman, and it'll help the relationship. But sometimes, you give, and you just get tired giving and getting nothing in return. I know some men, or most men, you will have say, I like the woman to chase me every now and again too. But then when the woman start chasing, then you all stop chasing. Let's keep this thing in balance. Keep the seesaw going up and down. You chase, I chase. You chase, I chase. That keeps the relationship interesting, spicy, and everything else.
let me ask the question in my head. See, you keep
In your
me-
head.
Yeah, you keep me on this road. So anyway, I was trying to get rid of this road, but you keep me on this road. What do you think about love?
Love is circular. That's my new creation on the page.
Love is-
Circular. It goes around and it comes around. What goes around comes around. Love is fueled by love. Iron sharpened iron. So if you want love, you have to give love. If you want love from me, love me and I will love you back. Love is like that. It's like a smile. I smile at you. You gotta, no matter how terrible a day you have, and when I smile at you, you can smile back at me, especially if it's a genuine smile.
So why you think I have to give love to get love?
Because love begets love. That's biblical.
Love begets love. I am convinced that if you love me genuinely, I don't need to give you anything.
You can give me
Because-
love.
be-
Because
because-
guess what? It's
Hold
your
on, hold
love
on.
for me what's
No,
going to attract me to
because
you.
because if you love me genuinely, it's a given. Because no matter what I fail, I fall, I get up and down, you can pick me up, right? Because you
Yes.
because you genuinely love me.
Because I genuinely love you, but guess what?
But now-
for me to get to that point of loving you, you had to give me something that sparked that love
No.
in you.
You
So
might
when
have
you
so-
get down, I am there to pull you up, because you have within you something that is worthy of pulling, fighting, striving, struggling for and with.
So, if I give you all this love and you disappoint me or you leave me, then what?
Well, when disappointment comes in a relationship, that is the true test of love there. Because when someone disappoints you that you love, you go after that to find out what is it that sparked this disappointment. Because this is not the person that I know. Something has happened. Something has gone wrong somewhere along the line. And so that's where your inquiry begins. And you sit and you talk. Now, when you see an individual fails to disclose, that's because they've had a bad experience in prior disclosures. And so they just shut down and say, you know what, it just ain't worth it no more. Because I'm not going to get anywhere with this person. They don't listen. They don't understand. And they're not trying to understand. So when disappointment comes, you see, it's like having a bucket that is reliable and you put that bucket down in the well, but because of the use of it, sometimes we take things for granted that we don't notice that the integrity of the rope is straining, and it needs some little reinforcement, it needs some little attention in order for it to keep functioning. And that is what happens in relationships. We get so busy receiving the good from another person that we don't understand that that person needs to be strengthened. That person needs to get some of what they are giving.
Listen. I hear you.
Beryl said it takes two.
Beryl, it takes two. I believe that when I first saw you, I fall in love with you without you saying a word.
But you know what it is, right?
Go on.
You have what you say?
Without you saying a word.
Without you saying a word.
Right.
So what was it that caused you to fall in love without a word being said?
I become attracted to your...
Attraction.
Right. But hold on now. It's attraction.
Uh-huh.
So why you accept me based on I was attracted to you, right? Mm-hmm. So if you accept me based on that,
so
why?
You attracted to me, but it ain't your attraction that caused me to accept you, you know. It's my reciprocal attraction to you.
But you had to have something to
accept me.
So you had to either fall in love to accept me or like me or something along the line.
Yes, because there's
Okay.
something that you did, said, or displayed
Right.
that made me give you a look.
But from that moment, you made an agreement that
It
this
was
the guy.
it don't happen right at that moment.
From whatever
The
time
interest was sparked at
right,
that moment.
From every time you make that one decision, whenever you made that one decision, whatever day that was down
to
the road,
give you a chance.
Right. Okay.
To give you a chance.
Once ever you made that decision.
Usually that's the first decision.
Right.
To give a chance.
So that meant when you made that decision,
Mm-hmm.
you either said something good about this boy or something I like about him, some whatever was it. So from that moment, therefore, you should never. It should be continuously.
It's growth.
I shouldn't have to do things to make you continue. Because you love me. You should love me genuinely, and you should continue coming after me. See, my what I do for you shouldn't has nothing to do with love.
What?
What I do for you should have nothing to do with love.
You know, you asked me to define love or say
Right.
how I want you now to define love for me because
I knew you'd come back with it, 'cause that's where we go now. See, love is something that me neither you can explain.
You know, I can tell you the general understanding of
Go ahead.
love, right? It has variations, but basically the base of love is that of caring deeply for another. Caring deeply
But
for another.
majority of people who are in love, married, don't understand their own relationship. And I can break it down for you. Go ahead, answer me. And the reason being, just what you said, none of us had taken the time to know. We really don't know the true person that we original. We hope that person don't do X, Y, Z. I'll give example.
But you
Going,
see,
going. I give example.
mm-hmm,
If I say to you, I love you,
mm-hmm,
you take me on my what?
word.
But my actions, hold on, right?
I was just going there because I don't take nobody on their word. I take
Okay.
people on their action,
But-
because action speaks louder than
But
words.
with majority and true, now see this deep stuff now, we're going deep. Majority and true, most people word get them married.
Not their action.
Nope. Listen to the words. Honey, I love you. Honey, would you marry me? Watch the words. Watch the words. Now watch the words. Honey, I care about you. Honey, you know I love you. Honey, you know I never leave you. See, the words you catch in your ear and they stop in the next one.
Well, you see, that is the error.
see.
That is the error of the whole
Okay.
situation right there. And that is why people now have to ask for sex. Because you tell me you love me, okay?
Go on.
But you don't show me you love me.
Right. But see,
And therefore now, you want me to return love to you based on the words that don't match your action.
now, let me break this down to you. See, I can go deep. That's why I said I didn't want to take this on. See, in love, right? In love, when I met you, you want me to sing to your song. Because your song is what you're looking for. Your words of your song. You hear these beautiful words. Honey, I love you. Honey, this and that. You take care of me. I'll take care of you. This, that kind. All these words, right? Now watch this. So when I give you all these words, and down the road, me and you have problem and break up. There's only the words. That's why we break up. There's only words. Because if it wasn't words, and if it was genuine, we wouldn't break up. Because we have the communication, we have the tools, and we built the relationship.
Therein, you have the answer to the problem of the leg opening. Because
That's where I go. And I
because
said I don't want to take it on.
you tell me you love me, but you don't show me you love me. And because I don't feel loved, I don't feel inclined to give you what you perceive
Right.
to be as important.
Exactly.
And that is the sex.
See, the song that we're talking about, you sing my song. I will say to you, I love sex on Tuesday. Hold on, wait. So you, hold on now. What? Listen where I go. Folks, listen to this. So when you meet me, you give me sex on Tuesday. And the reason why you give me sex on Tuesday because I want sex on Tuesday. Not that you want it on Tuesday. You did it just for me on Tuesday. Now, real you started to set in. After all the happiness and the awareness and the love, all this fakiness start to wear off.
Don't
You-
call it
hold on, wait.
fakiness.
What does it call it?
I would say the novelty.
The novelty.
Because
So-
it's not
so
fake.
hold on, don't. Let me finish this. And so when the novelty has worn off, you become you. You go back to real you. Because you only putting up this front just to make yourself be loved by me. So now when you done put up all this front, I started, you're laughing, the real you started showing.
You know, Tony.
I don't play.
No.
Go on, tell me.
No.
Tell me a story.
This is serious.
Yeah,
And
it gotta be serious.
let me tell you what I am walking with, and it's the same thing that I said last week, and it have a lot to do with where you're coming from. If you
What you hearing in your ear?
no.
It's what you want here.
Expecting.
Yeah, what you
What
want
you're
here.
expecting.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If
you
you
want here.
expect, see, and because we've said it in other forums before, a lot of people come into relationship with a particular mindset.
And that's their plan.
And when you
That's not your plan.
go into that relationship with that mindset, that's exactly what you're going to get. What you expect is what you're going to get. So most men expect that after a year in the relationship, the woman can stop opening her leg. So he then now triggers conditions that will cause her to stop opening her leg. We bring on the things we expect.
No.
We activate it because energy that flows from us says that this thing ain't gonna work. But if the energy from you is saying, boy, me and this woman, we gonna rock each other every night for the rest of our life, and that's exactly what will happen.
Well, you said it. I listened. I was going to wrap it up, right? But you said it. You said what? You rock.
Me and this woman. Because guess what? When you make up in your mind that you are going to have a rocking relationship, you're going to work towards that relationship being rocking.
There you go. So, then it don't become words, then it become action.
Action.
Okay. Majority of marriages started to fight. This my leg. This woman.
But that's because
And when she started that road, because I am the man, I feel that who is this woman?
when the woman say that though,
Yeah.
she said that out of anger
Stop trying to find
over
excuses.
something that
Stop
didn't
trying.
go well
See,
that
see,
day.
Folks,
And
see,
instead of
this
the
woman
man,
is trying to find excuse. Stop finding excuse.
no, it's not an excuse.
You
it's
cannot-
an explanation.
You cannot say something to me that you mean something else because I take your word for what you say with your mouth.
But guess what? I might have said what I said to you based on what I perceive you were operating on. I might have made a promise to you on the basis that
Excuse me.
my judgment of you is that you're gonna foster my growth, my development, my happiness, and I'm gonna give it to you as good as you give it to me. But you now, I became discouraged along the way.
But most women have a one-sided mind. Let me give you, and I'm giving a prime example. Me and you come in a relationship. You bring your children in my relationship.
God, the children
Hold
again.
on. You gonna tell me one day after you all we have a breakdown and somewhere longer. These my children, they come for me. But hold on, it's okay for you to do that, but it ain't okay for me to bring my children, and my children to tell you the opposite. It's hell to pay. See. Folks on there, let me answer some of you. Let me see if anybody hit me up. I get myself in trouble. Oh, here we go. Somebody. I get myself in trouble.
Hi, Rika.
Hey, Rika.
No.
So
I believe Rika. Rika is a good one. She could tell you.
Good. Let Rika.
A woman.
Rika, you want a part of me?
woman will never. You see, I come from a lineage of women that are special. Okay?
They believe they're Christians. Or they're Christians.
No.
So they come from the biblical perspective.
No. They
Okay.
carry the last name Fernanda.
Okay.
So go then investigate what Fernandas are good for.
I know what they've done
Oh,
before.
okay.
They're big juicers. I understand.
Oh, okay.
I understand.
So, if a Fernanda woman, I could talk from a Fernanda perspective, if a Fernanda woman close her leg on you, check yourself. That's all I can say.
Well, I said early in the show. Did I say there's some criteria early in the show?
It's about
But
It's about what the man is carrying on with.
yeah,
And I believe that's
But-
how it is for all women, in all honesty.
No.
Because guess what? Look at it this way.
I mean, look.
If a woman is really into a man for the money, and you ain't giving her no money, she could be giving you the sex, and she could be going out there getting the money somewhere else and
Yeah.
giving somebody else
Yeah,
the sex too.
but it's not just the sex.
What is it?
It's just not. See, it's just not the sex. But see, women always ask this question to me: that why man scheme, right? They always ask this question to me. You know, it's mental. But the reason,
And basically, you know why they ask that question? Because they open their leg and they still out there scheming.
not really.
Yes.
Majority of the woman who. Oh, wait,
Yes.
Wait. Majority of the woman.
When a woman asks that question, that's because she's giving her all, and the man is still. See, a woman who is not fulfilling her role, she ain't have to worry, because women are very conscious about their actions. They're conscious about what they're doing.
But you give me something I don't want.
What you mean, something you don't want?
Yeah, you can give me something I don't want. I don't want what you gave me. I want
Explain
it.
that.
I want it on Sunday. Why you gave me on Tuesday? See, you gave it to me. Why you gave me on Tuesday? I don't want it on Tuesday. I want it now. See, the problem is this. And then you give it to me. Let me see if I can go back there. And then you're giving it to me the way you want to give it to me. I want it. Hold on. I don't want no bad. Let's go over honestly. Bad foolishness. See, this real world we live in here. See, let me tell you. You're gonna let me go into this. I can leave this to you. 'Cause I guess
We don't know. We
Rika?
answering our follower, and
Rika,
we
you
then
better-
answer. We took
Barely.
the whole program answering this question,
What Barrel say? Do
right?
what?
Because dog eat your lunch.
Dog eat my lunch
eat
is
your
there.
lunch. Basically, if you ain't got it right, if you ain't got it going on right, dog eat your lunch.
But hold on. Most
And you know that too. I interpret that dog eat your lunch. The woman ain't opening her leg for you. Somebody else she opening her leg for.
but granted, but I said earlier. I said probably because your penis not working or too small. I said that. Remember I said that.
Or
So, hold on.
simply you're not
Or you not
penetrating
Are you
the
not-
emotional basis
But
of the woman.
Let me say, let me be honest, and I gotta answer the guy. And I really wanted I answer this, but let me answer this again. You cannot just jump on top of some woman because they ain't coming back no more. Let's be honest. This is the real thing. You gotta get yourself together before you can talk why a woman.
Tell him what it means to get himself together, because I think that's the answer right there. Let's hear what it is,
As many
what it
ways-
means.
I-
No. Well, give us a couple things on how a
you
man
give-
get
you-
himself
you's the
together.
woman, you
no,
tell me.
you're the man.
No,
Get
you
yourself
tell me.
together.
You tell me. I want to know. You tell me because I need to
I
learn.
think I mentioned it already.
well, when we
I
can
talk
say it.
about the fact that you have to meet her emotional need. Remember me saying that
Yeah.
men could shift their energy, but women have to be warmed up. So in essence, you have to.
But remember now,
You
you're my
have
wife.
to.
You're my wife.
So what
Hold
does
on.
a wife?
Do
what the-
not tell me you have to warm up to me.
Listen, hold
my
on.
wife.
Hold on though. Because I am your wife, I am not your car, I am not your lawnmower, I am not your bicycle, I am human.
But you tell me you're
So,
ready all the time. You say, woman, you tell me this.
Only,
didn't take what you say.
only.
That's what women say to
Yeah,
man.
but guess what? Women are always ready to receive love. When they receive it, then they give it as good as they get it. So in essence, keep the fire burning. Remember we say friendship on fire? That's what love is. So put a little piece of stick in the fire daily, morning and evening. During the
You think
course
ghetto
of the
woman
day,
want that?
I don't know what ghetto woman
don't
want, but
have
I
no
know
time for
all
that.
women
Ghetto
want
woman is the-
attention.
Ghetto woman don't have no time for that.
All women want attention.
Ghetto woman want it now. They ain't want no time, but they ain't got no time for
Well,
that.
and fine one ghetto woman, but guess what? But guess what? The standard
Beryl and Valencia,
Bahamian woman
somebody
wants
help me.
attention. She wants
Beryl,
affection.
help me.
And when you give attention and affection, and it ain't about the big stuff, it's the little things that keep a woman's mind focused.
Listen to me. Woman, I think some women are so shallow. I can say it. I ain't scared to say it. All they think about money to go to the store, shopping long, spending money. They warm and happy.
I can't see
They
money
ready.
turning a woman
Listen.
on.
So why
A
you see
woman,
man take a woman
listen
hold
to me.
on. Why you think a woman should take a man? A man can take a man shopping and give her $500, and she come home and she be ready.
But guess what?
So
That's
what you talking about
prostitution.
mental? No,
That is prostitution.
what about this mental? Get ready.
That has nothing to do with love. That have to do with things. That have to do with finance.
Hold on.
That have to do with a woman who is.
But you tell me you love me, right?
But that's not the
And that's how
same thing.
and
That's not the same
But that's how
thing.
you want me love you. Some women want me love me. That's what I'm telling you.
Some
They
women.
want me love them this way.
Yeah, but guess what? If you doing it and she ain't opening her, like what I tell you, she wants something different.
She wants something different.
Okay.
Or I'm not meeting her needs.
Okay.
So the gentleman
So
will ask the
it
question.
all boils down to know your woman. That's all it boils down to. Take time to know who you're dealing with and meet her on her terms, and she will meet you on your terms.
Well-
when it comes to the exchange of money for sex, that's prostitution.
Well, let me tell you, all women that I know, majority that I know, will tell you, you don't bring nothing. Yeah, you ain't get nothing.
Oh,
you ain't
boy.
carrying nothing.
You need to change the streets you walk on.
You in old school. You better stop. That's
You need to
See,
change the streets
my-
that you walk on.
my mother. Oh, there. My mother, right, used to walk on that road, right, but not anymore.
Beryl say the same thing I say. That's women who love things.
But Beryl, you answer that. You ain't elaborate on that, but you answer that. So,
Anyhow.
but, and our show is giving thanks. We never get to that today.
We have
Oh,
plenty
fine.
time to give thanks, because guess what? From Thanksgiving straight into
Yeah,
Christmas
Christmas,
is
giving
the
thanks.
season of giving
But-
thanks, sharing love.
But love should be a sacred thing. Love should be
It is
one of
a
the great.
sacred thing.
Love should be one of the greatest things.
It
you could do.
is.
But you know what?
Not should, it
but you know
is.
what happened?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna talk what the men talk about. Men say women become so hard. So let me explain that. What I think what they meant is this: is that because women had bad breaks, and you really want to be a gentleman of the first order to them, it's like they can't receive that because they so used to Bahamian men being so out of whack. When a gentleman shows up, you got to be a sissy.
No. But guess what?
This is their
But guess
this is their
what?
approach to it.
Again, it takes time. If you see some people damage goods, if you're in a psychologist, sometimes you just can't penetrate, and even a psychologist can't penetrate some people that are damaged.
The damage that bad skin.
They are that damaged because they had a cycle of damage after damage after damage after damage. Some people basically are on a collision course their whole life because they just attract certain types of people.
Okay, now before we close, why you think so many people in the Bahamas today, men and women, are staying to themselves now?
They ain't staying to themselves, they going out secret, or they just ain't getting into no commitment.
Oh, okay.
They are doing
So there's no commitment.
themselves. Yes, they're committed to themselves, but they're having fun, they're having sex, they're having relationships, they're just fluid, they're moving everywhere.
Well, I met a lot of folks who live by themselves then.
Mm-hmm.
And
But they
say,
go out, they
and
have
they
their
say this
network.
word that, man, I can't be bothered. I talk about men.
So
and
they are
women.
so what they're doing basically is they're detaching themselves emotionally.
Well,
Okay? But at the end of the day, that does not change the fact that they have a desire for better. It's just that they've given up on finding better.
yeah, okay. But we're about to close, right? birthday. I'll let you summon closes out. Good job today. I
Well, thank you.
Yeah. I am I'm one believing, right?
Mhm.
Like he asked this question because I think he was frustrated.
Yeah.
I think
And we do get
I think
frustrated.
see, and I try to be honest as much as I can, or try to help as much as I can, and I really believe it's an issue that we're having in the Bahamas, and that's
Mhm.
why, especially the older men, are running to younger women now, because they feel that
But
they
guess what?
can't do this no longer,
Mhm.
because Bahamian woman decided that, man, after a
But they
certain age,
they
they don't
they
want to do it no more.
they run to
I
the
want.
young they run to the young girls, but after a couple months, what they do? They run back home to the
Yeah,
old
but see,
woman.
I
Because
can't
the young girls ain't making no sense. They making far less sense than
see,
the older woman.
see, and I try to talk to my uh,
Oh.
up in age sisters
Mhm.
because I love y'all. I trying to help y'all. Not trying to help the guy. I trying to help y'all. Y'all got to stop this word about I having no man jump up on top of me no more. See, where y'all get this from? We got to stop that now because this is the real world. These brothers out there working hard,
Well,
trying their best to stay married.
let me,
So help them.
if I could come to the defense of the woman who say that they ain't having no man jump on top of them no more.
Because they don't want nobody ride them.
Right. Because guess why? They're not satisfied emotionally.
I don't believe
The
so.
men that are coming to them are not tapping into their emotion.
I believe they I don't think it's that. I think
As you get older, you know the most important thing for you is time.
yeah, but I don't think it's that. I think most um
Most
Bahamian women
older
up in
men,
age most Bahamian women up in the age is saying, I really don't want no sex like that.
guy.
Once a week
What?
is fine.
No, no,
Hold on,
no, no, no.
hold on. Listen, sister, listen to me. You you be in your house, I be in the streets. I'm telling you, what stop thinking this old school thing. Let's look around. Just let's look around.
But guess what? Women that are saying that, they have unresolved issues.
And
Unresolved. Because guess what? By our nature, we were made to be in relationships. Relationships, whether it's with father, mother, friends, lovers, children, co-workers. We are relational by our very nature. Now, when it comes to sex, you see, again, you're taking me back to the description that I described earlier when it comes to how a woman operates and how a man operates, and that crossover from happiness to sexual engagement, right? A woman will engage sexually with a man who is right there. And when I'm talking about he's so close to her, it's like, that relationship they describe as a Christian, when you have that closeness with Jesus. Yeah. So when a man have that closeness with a woman, he could feel her up, he could kiss her up, he could do whatever he want to do with her.
but
And eventually that sexual level that the man so desire and love will become a routine part.
most of those people that age you're talking about, what close like that, they hardly have sex.
Yeah, but guess what? They have something deeper and richer than sex.
Honey, ain't nothing richer than sex when it comes to
Yes, yes.
hold on. Ain't nothing richer than sex when it comes to a man who loves his woman and can't have it. That's
Okay,
that
that's
is a
when a man wants it and can't have it.
that's the most nagging. Listen, that is the, I was married before. That's the most naggingest,
Say you was
painful,
married before.
hurtful thing in the world. When a man got a woman in the bed and he can't have her. Now, let me tell you something, folks. I've been married before, so I've been there. When you and your significant other having a problem, and you see that good-looking woman, don't mind me mad. You see that good woman lay in that bed, and she telling you, you better don't come in here. Listen, that's the most nagging and listen, that's the most. That cause a man kill a woman.
You know, anyhow,
Anyway, we gotta close the show.
I think it's all about getting it. Well, we covered a section called the language of love. Know the language of love that your partner speaks, and you won't have a day of regret.
Well, sometimes you learn the language, they switch on you. They go to different language.
Then walk that new language.
Listen,
And that's the thing about it too. You know, y'all want to be stuck. You said it. You know, old school. You say,
Yeah,
but
old
guess
school.
what?
Y'all won't be stuck in the
No. You men. That's what I keep saying. Y'all are so lazy. Y'all want the same thing the same way every day. Women change. You grow. You get older. You change. Why is it that everything else change except sex?
You see, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why we love certain things a certain way. Get comfortable about it. And when we get comfortable about it, then we enjoy it more. See.
But guess what?
Let me don't base
In that
this
case,
relationship
then,
on the sex.
in that case, then, just how you get comfortable and in your groove with a certain pattern, get the woman comfortable and in a groove, and you will be fine.
Well, folks, let me say this. We were talking about marriage people and a couple of marriage people. So I don't want people out there, you know, you all like to jump to conclusion and throw your finger at me. So we were basically talking, trying to help married couples. And the question was, why a woman don't want to open her leg? And Melanie did such a good job on it that, so I'm asking her to close this out because we gotta go. Time is gone. And I want to say, before I go, I want to say thanks to all of the folks who hit us up every day, every Sunday, every day.
Who follow the page every day too.
Not just follow the site, who follow the page, and who hit me up on my WhatsApp, hit me up every day going somewhere. I had a person yesterday. Oh, let me shout out to Tony. Yesterday I went by his house and he said, "Boy, I watched the show." He said, "I'm sure." Wrap up.
I think you just did a very good job wrapping up, but we just want to encourage persons, you know, a relationship is as good as you invest. If you want a good relationship, if you want a good sexual relationship with your partner, learn the language of your partner. Communicate with your partner as well. Those things that you like. Most often, you know, we don't tell, we don't say. We expect people to know, but we don't read minds. Okay?
But Melanie started me up just now. She started me up again. I was about to stop show, but hold up. So let me say this to you. So when you find a woman, figure out early. When you find a woman who don't like sex, run. You like sex. Find another one.
That's a good.
That's probably the problem.
That's a good piece of advice.
Yeah.
Because the compatibility between sexuality, but bear in mind that sexuality is connected to your holistic state of well-being. You have to be mentally and physically well in order for your sexual drive to be maintained. You have to also be social. Open, truthful.
Well, folks,
intimate.
You heard it. Under the tree, you heard it. Melanie has closed, and she did such a good job. But we'll be here next week.
We'll continue with the topic of Thanksgiving.
We're giving thanks to the whole Christmas till the 25th. And
answering questions.
And guess what, folks? We're going to have a show on the 25th. 24th, 23rd.
Really?
We're going to have a show on the 24th. Yes.
This is a man who likes to work, so I don't know. He only could be joking. Christmas is a busy time for people.
Folks, there again, be careful. It's a new strain called something. So keep your distance.
Sound like
Wash
a
your hands.
combo variant.
Yeah,
Combined variant.
wash your hands, wear your mask, and love the Lord.
Keep your distance. Get your booster if you're already vaccinated. If
Get
you
your booster.
ain't vaccinated, make up your mind.
And you better pray.
No,
This
just
variant.
maintain good health. Stay stress-free. Stay away from crowds. That's what they're still pushing. Wear your mask when you do go into crowd. Avoid face-to-face contact with strangers, even if you're wearing a mask. And if you're ill, stay home. If you are susceptible to becoming ill,
Next week, same place, same time, Mel and Tony
under the tree.
on the tree. Good day, enjoy.